Oh, y'all. Empire. Season 1, episode 9, or I don't know, but I'm Empress Jack Rabbit.
Tori Boo 151.
And we got to do the recap. Wait a minute, baby. This episode, I'm going to say, was filled with twists and turns and things you never saw coming. You couldn't see them coming.
No.
Because during the whole show, nobody really revealed their hand. So this is the first night we got to know that Lucius been feeling Cookie all this time. Didn't we know that though?
We knew that from the jump. He was always coming to her for stuff. He would come to her first before he come to Anika.
Right. And he started off with getting closer and little hand touches and all that kind of stuff. But we won't start there. We'll start more towards the beginning. So let's start out with Lucius had everybody coming at him.
Yeah. Okay, so we know that Lucius is sick, right? We know that he's sick with the ALS, but nobody else knows about this. So, sorry, I'm so hyped.
Okay, hold on. So Lucius gets to work, and everybody is coming at him, from Vernon to Andre to Cookie, about this so-called baby that was Raven Simone and Jamal's baby, but she not on the show. She abandoned the baby at the record studio.
Like, really?
Wow. This a bitch don't know how to get her child support. Okay. But anyways, but like I said, everybody's coming at him. Becky's coming at him. Anika's coming at him. And they all want a piece of him or make appointments for him. And then Cookie goes back to talking about that it's his fault, that he's the one that got Jamal to marry this girl when Jamal was 18, to prove he was straight and whatever. All of a sudden he hollers out, Cookie, stop. And he fell out to the floor.
Yeah, he passed out. At first he was all blurry. So the vision was all blurry. He hollered stop and he fell out. So the ambulance comes to get him and they take him to the hospital and Nika's in there. He's talking to the...
But first, the ladies want to get in, Anika and Cookie. Then he looked back and forth, but he lets Anika come in. Yeah. That was kind of a cute part.
Yeah. So they make it to the hospital, and he's telling the doctor about, the new doctor, about what the old doctor, the drugs he was giving him. She lets him know that that doctor got his license revoked.
He was a quack.
Yeah. He was giving out false drugs. Right. And killing people, come to find out. Somebody before him had the same
he had got his license taken away from him. And the drugs that dude was giving him was killing him faster than the ALS. His kidneys was going out and all kind of stuff. So that's what I told y'all about doggone Bobby Christina. I trying to say Christina. But Bobby Christina. No. Bobby Christina, major organs, vital organs is not going out because she would die. Right. Because just with the fact of his kidneys was disturbed and getting ready to go out, they had to do, life-saving tactics or whatever. Because the doctor told him, you getting ready to die right now. Right. So, anyways, they're going to put on a showcase for all they want to have this IPO. They want to make, what they're trying to do is to become a public company and have stock. And then what people do is they buy a piece of stock, which says they own a bit of the company. Right. That is what they're trying to do. Put it on the public market. Take it from a private company to a public company. Now you say, why do you want to do that? Because he would have everybody's money, and he could get more artists. He could build a bigger headquarters, get better equipment, stay current or ahead of the game in terms of technology and things like that. And so he's put on a private show for everyone. It's going to be performers Hakeem, Jamal, and I don't know her last name. Davis. Courtney Love. Okay. So they're there. Courtney shows up. She looks fantastic. Really. And what happens?
Okay, so she's there, and they get to talking to Anika outside, but Cookie and her go in there, and Anika comes after her. Cookie went to the restroom, right?
Or she gonna check on her boys.
Oh, she's gonna check on Jamal and Hakeem. So here she come. Start talking mess.
Anika comes over.
Yeah, Anika comes over to start talking mess, and you can do better than this and all this stuff. So she gets her distracted. Elle's looking this way, and she goes out into her purse.
Did you watch the same show I did?
Yeah.
Okay, because Elle got up to take a selfie with some stand.
Oh, I thought she was looking away. Sorry, I'm so super hyped. But
why you keep saying that? You're super hyped. Anyway.
I know, but she puts a vial or something and she spikes her teeth.
Look like some cocaine. I don't know. I don't do drugs.
Right, I don't know what that was.
Some kind of white powder in a vial. And she poured it in her drink. But Anika was trying to come on, like trying to be nice. Oh, you look so good or whatever. Knowing that bitch was the first person wanted to cut her from the artist list when they were talking about getting out with artists.
Absolutely.
But end up that Elle got high. She was in the bathroom crazy and whacked out of her mind.
To herself. Mm-hmm. Everything. Cookie comes in. She's telling her, come on, we need to get on stage. But she sees that she's high and stuff, so she thinks she got high off her own mess.
Right. She's trying to tell her she didn't, and Cookie has to go in front of Anika to Lucius, apologize that, a junkie is a junkie, and that was an absolute lie. Anika knew it.
Right.
Here come Anika. That bitch talking about, I knew it. What?
What? Right.
I got to clutch in my pearls.
Right. I'm like, excuse you?
Right. But anyways, they put on the performance. It was fantastic. The brothers did a duet. You know how they do, they singing and they rap and stuff and all of that. And all of a sudden, Lucius' voice go out. Yeah. Now, Cookie, Anika, Vernon, Andre, they all like in a back dressing room or something. So he sneaks in to get Cookie and tells her to come here,
Yeah, she's like, what?
Right, but it was just, what it reminded me of? A married couple. Like, a married couple, and you're at the party of your boss or your friend, and you spilled wine on your shirt or your pants ripped in the seat, and she's talking to whoever, and you try to get her, come here. It was just exactly like that it reminded me of. But anyways, he wanted her to speak. He was trying to tell her something, but I couldn't really understand it because his voice
he was saying that he was trying to tell her that he can't talk. He's like, can't talk. He was all trying to tell her. Obviously, she heard him, so he was in the room together. And he was telling him, I can't talk. I need somebody to get out there right now. He was supposed to speak after the performance.
Right.
But he couldn't. So he said to Cookie, I need you.
Because they did a bad cutting. They had her, they was in a hallway. Next thing we see them where everybody's surrounded around him, he's sitting, this motherfucker come in the door. Where are you guys? What's going on?
Yeah.
One of the IPO people or whatever.
Right.
Like, get the fuck
Brandon was trying to, go.
And then they got security at the door, and rather than blocking him, the security guy standing next to him. That's the motherfucker don't want his job.
Really?
That's his job, to keep everybody out the room. But anyways, Anika once again says that she's going to talk for the company, and I'll do this and that.
Right.
And, she pulled her degree off the shelf once again to flash it in front of everybody. But Lucius was like,
no.
He said, Cookie, I want you to speak. And baby, what happened when she went out?
She gave the speech of her life.
She did.
Of course, the teleprompter was rolling. And I was like, say line. She's like, I'm not doing that.
I ain't saying that.
She did her own little speech.
She gave a wave off and everything. That had me rolling.
That was funny. She did a great speech. She talked about the beginning of how her and Lucius got started, where they are right now, where they're trying to go.
She even threw in the realness. That's the thing about it that made her appealing, was real. Well, he got this and that, and then he dumped me. And don't y'all even laugh, because y'all got many ex-wives, too. And it was funny. It was poignant. It was on point. It was super strong. The things that she said about Lucius got Lucius tingling in his pants.
Really?
So, it was the bomb. So
of course, Anika looking salty.
Of course. That's what bitter bitches do. So, anyways, they ended up, it was after the show, and one of the major billionaires, the guy was like, I don't know, I don't really invest in that. But then at the end of the show, he was getting ready to go, and he told Lucius, you know what? The whole fact that your ex-wife was so great, and your focus is family, I'm going to contribute. And of course, Terrence was over the moon with that, with all the other people.
Right.
And next thing we know, Cookie's getting ready to leave.
Yeah, Cookie and Anika and Lucius all going. They leaving, and Nika said she going to Chicago to go handle some business for Lucius, and he's like, okay, he sees her off, and I love you and all that stuff. And then Cookie comes up on him. She asks him, are you going to tell me what's going on with you?
Mm-hmm.
He's like, yeah, I will. Mm-hmm. So he does. He gets the whole family together.
Family.
Everybody. Hakeem, Jamal, Andre, all of them. They sitting in the living room. And he lets them know that he has ALS and what it is and what it's doing to him. And he's telling them that I'm going to need y'all to stick by me so we can handle this and I can fight through this and somebody can eventually take over. Mm-hmm. But in the midst of this, here come Andre talking about making plans and the IPO and stuff like that. And Hakeem loses it on him. Like, what you talking about? My daddy dying. And you talking about money?
Right. Now, Andre talking about, I'm going to whoop your tail and all this kind of stuff. Right. But this crazy motherfucker running around like a chicken with a head cut off, beating on his hand. Next time we see him, he's sitting in one of Lucia's showers with his clothes on, with his wife trying to help get it together. She had to kind of slap him. She didn't kind of slap him. She slapped him. But this motherfucker, like all that medicine wore off on his head. Right. He went ape shit crazy. But we also find that the younger brothers are like, well, what can we do? What do you need? Right. We're gonna be strong for you. And they said, you know what? I need a moment with y'all mama because she did not take it well, and y'all excuse us. So we now see Lucius, and she is taking it bad. We see Lucius and Candy sitting on the girl. I said Candy, Candy, cookie, apple pie, whatever. Right. Cookie. And they are talking about his situation. And he was really happy and thanked her for saying the things she said. And they were so kind. And she like, why are you surprised? You know, this is what I feel for you. Right. This is what is true. And then she started crying and said, I lost you once. I don't lose you again. Then they clicking glasses and all that. And he said, you know what? You got me right now. So he set the glass down. They got up and started dancing. Yeah, they get to dancing. And baby. He's like, I'm still here. I always loved you. I'm like, what? Right. Mm-hmm. He goes in for the kiss. At first it was just a little peck. Then they got a little deeper. Then they got the tonguing. They got the tonguing, mouths wide open. I'm like, oh, Jesus. Right. Oh, Lord. Then he grabs her up. Oh, strong. He got her around here. We are screaming in our house. Next thing we know, I don't know where the bedroom is, but they got to it. That ALS didn't kick in then. They got to the bedroom and they started ripping out of their clothes and stuff. And baby, they was knocking them boots. Hey, knocking them boots. But anyways, they got to get now. And who come through the front door? Anika. Well, like, you're supposed to be in Chicago. What you doing here? So she walking in and she notices that there's two brandy snifters sitting on the table. She like, boing. The bitch ain't crazy. Right. Let me just get you straight on that. So she goes and wherever the bedroom is, and the door is cracked, and they in there, and old Terrence house. He took a time. Right on the edge of the bed. She all spread out. Ooh, he was going to town, baby. I was like, But they were going to town. He was really getting it in on that. Really? You know, luckily it's a TV show. It was probably better than 50 Shades of Grey. Really? Anyways, Anika's standing in the door looking and stuff. But my girl is slick. She didn't say anything. She didn't bust in because, you know, she always got to have. This bitch always got to have a motherfucking plan. Right. She don't live spontaneously. So, you know, her plan is the old blackmail plan. Right. You know, I'm going to keep this and use it against you because we got a chance to look at what's happening next week. Right. But this was what got me from what we're going to see next week. They ended with the lovemaking scene, by the way. But what we see is that this wasn't no one-time thing. No. That all of a sudden, Cookie and Terrence girl, I'm saying Terrence. Lucia's feelings are all in, aren't they? They're deep. They in look like an office or something like that, and he up there playing. She playfully slashing boy, stop all that. Mm-hmm. He like, but he don't do it again. Yeah, I'm saying he wants. I'll come out. Y'all want some more. Of course, they gonna go at it again. Mm-hmm. Yeah, because he had laid her across the desk and stuff. So did. So I don't know. I don't know how that's gonna go. Jamal warned his mama, don't be falling in love with him. Don't get in your feelings and stuff like that because he's no good or he's whatever. I'm sorry, guys. Every time I come on, I'm looking a hot mess. My hair is all over the place. And really, if you saw it at home, this is all straight and this is all curled up this side and stuff like that. A lot of people might say, well, you got nice hair. Okay. Yes. Okay, but you know what? It's a better way of life than this, you know. I'm looking like I'm in the trailer park and making some pork and beans and wieners. But, you know, we'll work it out next time. But anyways, that was the show. Hope you guys liked it. Please comment. You did not comment last week. Don't be afraid of us. We are the most down-to-earth people you ever want to meet. Really? Comment. Please tell us, Cookie and Lucius, should they get back together?
Really?
What conniving, dirty, low-down bullshit is Anika going to try to pull?
Really?
So, comment.
Like.
Subscribe.
Hey.
And, baby. We only got 4 more shows to go.
Right.
It is not a hard thing to do this. It is a labor of love. It's really fantastic. I haven't just been disappointed on one episode.
Not yet.
And now it's about time for me to go watch the episode again with my husband when we come in from work. But you guys take care. See ya.
See ya.